The story begins in a small mountain town named Maple Ridge. Nestled quietly among the lush green Appalachian hills of North Carolina. Life here was peaceful, simple, but surrounded by a strange sense of mystery. The elders often spoke of a hidden cave, lost somewhere deep beyond the ridges. According to legend, the cave held treasures beyond imagination, but no one who ever went in search of it had returned. Among the young townsfolk was a 19-year-old boy named Zane, who had always been fascinated by such tales. His grandfather, Dr. Solomon Green, was a respected herbalist and storyteller in Maple Ridge. He used to tell Zane many stories about the hidden cave, about the people who tried to find it, and the secrets it might be holding. The map one cloudy afternoon, while exploring his grandfather's old library, Zane stumbled upon a faded leather journal. Tucked inside its pages was a map weathered, yellowed with time, seemingly pointing to the location of the secret cave. His heart raced. Could this be the real map to the place no one else had found? Zane knew right then. He had to find out. No matter the danger, he wanted to uncover the truth. The journey began. Zane shared his discovery with his two closest friends, Ethan and Caleb. After some hesitation, both agreed to join him. They packed light but smart dried food, water, ropes, a flashlight, a compass, and a small hunting knife. Early next morning, before the sun rose, they left Maple Ridge and began hiking toward the mountains. The path was steep and twisted. Several times they felt lost, but the compass and the map guided them forward. After hours of climbing and slipping through overgrown trails, they reached a narrow valley, the same one Zane's grandfather had often spoken of. The Valley of Silence. The moment they stepped into the valley, the air shifted. The birds were silent. The trees stood unnaturally still. It was as if time had frozen. Zane studied the map again and pointed toward a massive rock formation. Behind the rocks, hidden by hanging vines, was a crack in the stone wall. They pushed through and discovered a narrow passage descending into darkness. The secret door at the air. Inside was cold and damp. Moss covered the walls. With only their flashlights guiding the way, they moved forward cautiously. After a few minutes, they reached a massive stone wall, marked with strange symbols carved deep into the surface. Zane remembered an old phrase his grandfather often quoted from an ancient book. Only the voice of truth and courage can open the path. He spoke the words out loud, firm and clear. Suddenly, the ground trembled, and the stone wall slowly began to slide open, revealing a hidden chamber beyond. The forgotten city. What lay beyond was not just a cave, it was the ruins of an ancient underground city. Giant stone pillars, clay pots, worn murals, all telling stories of a forgotten time. The place radiated a sense of wonder and wisdom. Among the ruins, they found a stone tablet etched in old script. It told the tale of a wise king named Naushi, who had hidden his kingdom's treasure here during wartime. To protect it, he placed a magical spell. Only someone pure of heart could pass through the tests and claim the treasure. The guardian appears just then. A thunderous voice echoed through the chamber. A tall, shadowy figure appeared from the darkness. It was a guardian, a powerful ancient spirit named Basil, protector of the treasure. If you seek the treasure, Basil said, you must pass 3 trials. First trial, the darkness within. Zane was taken to a room with no light. Inside, he was alone. No sound, no vision, just fear, doubt, and whispers in his mind. But Zane calmed himself. He remembered his mother's words, his grandfather's teachings, and the reason he had come. He held on to his purpose, and soon, light returned. He had passed. Second trial, the truth, Basil asked. Would you sacrifice your friends for the treasure? Without hesitation, Zane replied, never. My friends mean more than any gold or jewel. Basil nodded silently. Third trial, the final sacrifice. For the final trial, Basil declared, one of you must stay in this cave forever. Caleb stepped forward bravely, but Zane stopped him. No, he said, I brought us here. I will stay. Basil looked into Zane's eyes, and slowly, the spirit began to fade away. A soft glow filled the room. You have passed, Basil's voice echoed, fading into the shadows. The treasure in the center of the cave, a golden chest, appeared, shimmering with light. Inside were priceless gems, gold coins, and an engraved plaque that read, "True treasure lies not in gold, but in courage, truth, and friendship. You have proven worthy. This treasure is now yours." Return to Maple Ridge. The three friends returned to Maple Ridge as heroes. The town was shocked but joyful. Zane chose to use the treasure not for himself, but for his people. He built a community school, a small hospital, and a public library. His grandfather, eyes filled with pride, placed a hand on Zane's shoulder and said, "Son, you've proven the greatest truth character is the real treasure." In the Secret Cave became a story passed through generations, an inspiring tale about bravery, loyalty, and the magic hidden deep within the human heart. And Zane, he wasn't just an adventurer anymore. He became the light of his town.